Right? Shushini. Right? Atsagini. Right? Nachi.
Alright, so firstly we're going to go through the techniques that are not allowed. Again, not allowed. Alright, so no strikes with the hands. Yeah, so this is the rules for all categories, just to put Shen Felix's mind at rest, guys. Right, so no strikes are allowed with the hands or the arms to the face or the head. Okay. No open hand strikes are allowed to the body. No grabbing the gi or any part of the body. No sustained pushing. Yummy! No kicks to the groin. When I say kicks, strikes to the groin. It can be a hand as well. Right, no strikes to the spine. Yummy! No striking a downed opponent. Yummy! Okay, techniques that are allowed. Punches and elbow strikes to the body. Kicks to the legs. Kicks to the body. My garis, his garis, yoka garis, mawashi garis. And the shirigaris, he's already done that, but we'll do that once more because he's done it out of sync. Us? Originally it was 2. Right, kicks to the head. Right, Mawashigiri. Uchi Haisokugeri, Hizagiri, Oroshi Kikatagiris, Maigaris, Ashira Mawashigaris, and Kiyagis. A wazari can be awarded for a technique that disables an opponent for less than 5 seconds. Yummy! Aka Chudansky Wazari. An ippon can be awarded for a technique that disables an opponent for more than 5 seconds. Remember, stay down 5 seconds this time, us. Shiragiri, Chudan, Ippon. A wazari can be awarded if you sweep an opponent and follow up with an immediate and controlled technique. Yummy! Ashibarai Gakuski, wazari. Right, blocking techniques. You are allowed to block techniques with your hands and arms. you are allowed to guide a kick down with the open hand. And you are allowed to push an opponent away with one or two arms with an instant reply. Ignoring. Right, so just going through the rules. So warnings will carry through to the next round. So if you get a chewy, genten, etc., so any warnings like a genten itch or a chewy itch, they will carry through. So if you then do successive fouls or illegal techniques, okay, can lead to an escalation and a possible disqualification. Right, so going through the system. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to go through one more thing. So we have another system. If on the warning somebody gets a genten knee, and at the end of that round, the result, there is no score by either side. So if one person has got a genten knee, he's got a warning, a genten knee, okay, and the fight is even, then this person will lose. It's equivalent to a wazari. Okay, so you get a genten knee in a round, then you don't score anything. At the end of that round, you will lose the fight. If one person gets a genten knee, but then they score a wazari, it will then cancel out. It's equivalent to the illegal score that they got. So then it is up to the officials to then judge the fight as they see fit. Okay, so if you get a genten knee and you score a wazari, then it's up to the officials. If you score an ippon, that's it, the fight's over, you've won it. Okay, so going through the rules, just the indication. So this is for the people that are watching, but also for the table officials as well. If the official is pointing to the feet, that's a chewy, so that's an unofficial warning. If they point to the waist, then that's a chuyichi, which is the first level of official warnings. If they point to the chest, that's a genten itch. And if they point to the face, that's a genten knee. Okay, and that's the one I was just talking about. If you get a genten knee at the end of the round, you will lose unless you scored something. If they point to the face and then point away, that is a hansoku disqualification. Any illegal technique can escalate straight to a disqualification. It's up to the officials where they go with it. Okay, so we're going to go on to the kyokush rules. So the kyokush rules is for 12-year-olds to 15-year-olds at this tournament. So only controlled techniques to the head are allowed. So Mawashigeri, Jodanichi Haisokigeri, Kakigeri, and that was an illegal technique because that went through the target. Can we have an illegal one, please? Thank you. Okay. So no techniques are allowed to fly through the head because that is not a controlled technique. Okay? They must make contact with the helmet. It's no good, it's not point scoring where if it goes within a certain proximity, it will score. Okay? It must touch the helmet and it must be seen as having the potential to do damage that you held back. Right, so no direct kicks are allowed to the face. Yes, so they have an open face mask, no techniques like Maigeris, Izageris, etc. are allowed to the face. The other difference between that category and the rest is that there is a lower threshold for scoring. So we don't necessarily want to see someone knocked down to be given a wazari. And there are no ippons to the head. I'll just reiterate that, yeah? So no ippons to the head. Yes? So, Fudachi, yes? Right, so has anyone, any of the fighters, have you got any questions on the rules? So if you've got no questions on the rules, then you should follow the rules, yes? Okay, thank you. Right, so we'll hand the bow off, please.
Show me knee. Right. Shoot your knee. Right. Attack the knee. Right.
And can you show some appreciation for them taking the time to do this?